Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. With a sunrise spark, fuel for your fire when the world feels stark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand Rising, everybody. It's your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it. Oh, excuse me. AKA the best that ever did it, aka AM Morning, aka you know who it is. Yes. Let me, before I go on and talk about what I got on my mind, on my heart, let me go ahead and give two fabulous sponsors out to the Morning Mac Show. Shades of Blue by AM Morning. Thank you so much, Miss Misha Merritt. Get on with that. And also Molly Moss CMOS. Thank you, Mr. Molly Moore, the CMOS boss. Got all your CMOS needs and all that good stuff. I know y'all say, oh, she usually take a long time to talk about the book and the CMOS, but not today. Today is Wellness Wednesday, and I want to talk about something while I got a few minutes of your time, if you don't mind. Mental health is wealth. Okay, I'm going to say mental health is wealth because I was out of my mind at 3:00 this morning. Y'all know, if you don't know, I'm about to tell you, I have trouble sleeping. So I usually pay my bills and do all the stuff that I have to do and go over the things for the shows and the monologue and all that stuff. And last night, or early this morning, I'm going across my bills, right? And I see activity on one of my credit cards account. Don't you know somebody done stole my daggone card? I woke my son up at 3:00 in the morning. I said, "Where is the card? Where is the card?" And because before I go off, because I'm like, this not me, this not me. And who did this? I asked him, I said, "Did you use the card?" I was calm. And then when I found out he didn't use the card, I said, "Let me see the card because we have it for the car, what we need to do for the vehicle." Because I thought that if he broke down, if anything happens, he need to have something since he's driving the car for car repairs and all that good stuff, right? And gas if he needed, right? So he doesn't have the card. So I'm like, hope Jody blow. That's when my mental goes off. So I'm like, who done took the card out your wallet, or did you leave the card somewhere? Because when I tell you, when we got the people on the phone, these people had the nerve to go to Roses. I don't even know what Roses is. She said like it's some department store, and it was local in the area, so somebody in this area got it. They went to Roses. They went to the convenience store, the smoke shops. I'm like, I don't even smoke. They even was down at with the House of Comedy in Lanham. I said, damn, I've never even been down to the House of Comedy in Lanham. But how did my card beat me down there? This is crazy. So I'm like, they went to the comedy club. They was getting some drinks and stuff. They was getting their little, I was like, wow. And we just going through, and it all happened on the day that I was down St. Mary's County. Tyrese at work, and so it was not us. And we got proof that was not that somebody done confiscated my card that we had. So I had to everything within my bandwidth to stay calm because I was upset for one. Because I do my budget to the T, because I got to plan for events, I got to do stuff, and I got to put everything on a budget. And I was so hot. I'm telling you, I knew my pressure was up because I felt like punching a hole through the wall. I was so upset because I'm like, why do we steal from each other? If we in the same community, then we got the same damage struggles in our same community. But you want to steal from somebody else? If he left the card somewhere, or why didn't they say the merchant or something? Say here's the card back, or at the gas station, here's the card back. Instead, they took the card and started charging. And I know a long time ago they used to do that. Used to play that little game where they take your card and start charging if you leave somewhere. Hell, I used to work for a doctor's office, and the manager was stealing people's card number and the card info off the card using people. And she lived all the way in Waldorf at the time. I was ordering big ticket items. They were doing stuff where you don't need a PIN number. They were just charging stuff. Baby, let me tell you. So I had to calm myself down. I had to say, I choose not to be angry. After I collected myself, I called the credit card company, got the card canceled. They're going to send me a new one. And everything that I said fraud against, it was like $150 worth of charges. But that's $150. And then it overdrew my account. Because I was like, wait a minute. I had the vehicle charges on there. I knew what was on there. And then it overdrew my account to make me look like I was over my limit. And everybody know that's the no with credit cards, because that's what they want you to do so they can hit you with those big ass penalties and fines, honey. But I was like, no, I was paying my bill. I'm like, hold up. It was one of those situations early in the devil is always busy, ain't he? So I choose not to get upset and to stay calm and to handle my business. So that's a Wellness Wednesday. Keep your finances and everything in your order. Because I could have had a heart attack or stroke. I was so heated. But I got to calm down. I got to stay well. Your mental got to stay well. and keeping everything together. You can't let people get into your mind no matter what it is. I'm learning. It's a hard thing to do. I'm only human. I go up and I come down. With that being said, let's say good morning to our wonderful panel, my wonderful producer, my wonderful team. The Morning Mac team is in the house. Good morning,
Good morning.
Big Trey and beautiful Phoenix.
What's up? Good morning.
Blue Phoenix, Trey, Molly Mall is in the
What's up,
house.
Phoenix?
What it do?
Looking
What it
good,
do?
lady in red. Oh,
Weezy on
good morning.
move.
Weezy is on the move, baby. On the
You're always
move.
on the move. I like to see it.
How is your mental? Good. Everybody mental is good.
Shit, as long as I got some weed, I'm all right. Honestly.
Lord.
If you ask me, as long as I got a little, I'm all right. Can't
We
really
all
knock me
one
off too much.
incident from going crazy.
You say you
on the bus, y'all. I know y'all hear the crazy.
Yeah, they lit over there on the bus.
And I'm also not feeling well, so the daddy side of the voice is coming out.
Uh-oh. That's what I'm saying. Trying to keep them all together. Molly said he an inch away from insanity itself. Molly, why you an inch away?
We all there. That you not be
Right.
able to pay a bill or they cut off one of them fundings. People be going crazy. They cutting the food stamps. Oh my God, everybody
Yep.
will go crazy. It's like we all on the edge from something.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, say that shit.
I can dig it. I can dig it. I can really dig it.
I can dig it.
Y'all heard what we're on this morning and everything. And the credit card magically disappeared out of his card. And I was like, out of his pocket, out of his wallet. And I was like, did you take one of your little boot things to Roses to get her address or something? Because they said Roses is like a clothes store. I don't, they spend $40 up in Roses. That's the outfit for a little skinny girl. They at the comedy club running up the tab. What the world? I had never been to the particular comedy club. It's in Atlanta. How's the comedy?
What's up, Kyle?
And I was like,
out.
I'm just like, and he swear that he didn't do that. That wasn't him. So now, of course, we got to go to the investigation, all that fraud stuff. And I'm just like, man, and I'm like, so pickpocket, you could pickpocket somebody, get their wallet, put their wallet back. Just take the Capital One card.
Like I done.
Or you can forget where the fuck you put it.
Yeah, I done.
I mean,
did it before.
What the fuck, the Magic Visa Ferry or something?
Yeah, I done made
I'm gonna put this back. Like, I'm honest.
Shit, I used my card at the tobacco store. I swiped it overnight. He's like, the swipe ain't work, so you had to like push it in there, and, like hold it in there before it can read the little sim, and you just leave it in there, then type your number in. And I got my stuff. I left, got home. And then the next morning, I'm looking for my card. I'm like, dang, where my card at? And I remember the last time I used it at the tobacco store. I went back up there. Dude said, yeah, man, you just left it sitting in here. This it right here, right? And he asked me what was my name. I told him, and he had my card. But I done did it too many times. I went to the ATM, withdrew money out, and just drove off with the money. Left my card in that joint. Had to ride back and get it. Lucky it was still in there and nobody came behind me. But I done did some wild stuff. Like crazy. I done left out the store without getting my change 100 times. I'd be like, damn, my change. I gotta go back. Do
Hell
like,
no, you got bread.
I was like,
I don't
dang,
forget
man.
shit. Excuse me.
Nah, if
34
it's some
cents.
small
Yes,
change,
give it.
cool. But you break a 20, you got like $12 left. My mind just be thinking, doing too much. I just leave out. They be like,
Hell
hey,
no,
buddy,
you
your
got
change, your
money. You
change.
got money. Hell no.
Yeah.
Money in my pocket. Be like, damn, where this come from? I don't know. But I just found $100 from somewhere. I be like,
and I would think that the store people would had kept it for you, like you said. The guy kept the card for you, but maybe somebody else saw it and took it. I don't know.
Somebody else said it's a wrap. We swipe into that thing work.
Everybody moving
Yeah.
digital now anyway, though. I mean, people got cards still, but everybody, that
That
shit in your
shout,
phone. That shit locked away and secure in your phone.
shout
Like,
out.
I do
I'm
that tap shit now. Ain't no
you,
losing. I lose shit anyway. That's mostly why, because I lose something in the second. But I do that double checking before I leave an environment to make sure that everything that I came into like a store with or went to someone's house with is, so I made a practice of that. But hell yeah, the stream was dope. Child, I like watching
Man, I
Call
can't
of
get
Duty and
in
shit like
there.
that.
Time I
Keep
got
doing it. I'll
update
keep watching.
my TikTok. Yeah, Trey sent it to me. I was trying to catch that junk chow. About time I downloaded TikTok, you was off.
It was all right, though. Go to live again tonight, child. I
What
should
up,
have some more
Mr.
tree. I'll
John?
be watching. What's up, Mr. John? Good morning.
look, let us know what's going on. I don't know nothing about what you're talking about. So, but hey.
Well, I didn't send it to you because, actually, I did send you one of his streams. Didn't think you would really care about it because he's streaming
What
Call
up,
of Duty, so he's
Cedar
playing. What's
Don?
up, bruh? I didn't know you was gonna slide
Oh,
in this
he's doing
drink.
one
What's
of
up,
those
bruh?
times.
Got a new
Oh, with the
guest
people
in
in the
here, y'all.
game.
New
One of
viewer
my
in
homies,
here.
Cedar Dawn, that
Cedar
be chefing
Don.
down. Hey, that's Molly. That's the one that I sent you the track to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's him. Be chefing in the
Cedar
kitchen, teaching me
Don.
what I know now. Streaming every day. All right, well, go
Yeah,
live tonight and then I'll watch it, child.
yeah, we gonna support. Chow, you
Mm-hmm.
on there? We on there.
That's
Playing
cool.
video games, Call of
Nah,
Duty.
he on that
What
joint.
is he streaming on? What is he streaming?
He's
Huh?
streaming on TikTok right now, but he's about to move over to Twitch and possibly I think the Kick app, the green one. But
Yeah,
every
Oh, I
time I
don't
see
got
someone stream,
Twitch.
they're streaming on multiple at the same time, so they'll
yeah.
have all of them up. You know.
He doing thirst trap videos, Rishi.
I don't have a Twitch, and I don't even know what the green app is.
Because if you did, you'd be trying to find the thirst trap video.
But I do go on TikTok every now
Yes,
and
but I have
then.
it open so
I
people can join and talk about what shows they got coming up. I do kind of like that.
Oh, you got open mic. Okay. We
I'm
popped
gonna
in
look
then.
at the TikTok videos. I'm
We
gonna be
popped
on
in like we
TikTok.
don't know you though. You got like we just strangers. Like we just random.
Oh, I got
Yeah,
it.
like we just random pop-ins. Don't treat
Yeah,
us like
we
you don't.
here to
Hey, that's
support.
my guy. Nah, don't like just act like we
Yeah.
just viewers. But
So he got thirst trap. He up there in the wife beater, sitting up there with. I mean, which
is that
Molly
thirst
said?
trap to you?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Molly said he's thirst
He up
trap.
there with a cowboy hat on,
It was
some
just a joke.
cowboy
He's
boots, and
streaming.
no shirt.
You didn't hear anything about the video games or anything?
No, but I thought he was playing the game sexy, dressed up or
Yeah,
whatever.
you gotta watch it, Reese. You gotta watch it.
I ain't
That's
that
all.
fuck. I ain't watching it. I
The
ain't in
ladies
all
be
that.
on
So it wouldn't
chat
have
in
been
there,
that if I was tuning in to stream. I doubt he'll be announced. Well, nah, he would announce it if he was thirst
man.
trapping or something. But
He
whatever.
out there, he playing the
Move
game with his
on.
foot on
Fuck it.
somebody's neck. Reese at the same time, he got the controller with his foot on
He
somebody's
said
neck.
he with the controller and the boot on to somebody's neck. Now,
Yeah.
see, he gonna be the one with the little
Well, he's a
white people coming
multitasker,
off the
and
floor.
I big up anybody who is multitasking and getting shit done out
That's the
here,
name of the
So,
show. Boot on
child,
neck.
if it's
Boot
foot
on
on
neck.
necks while you playing the game, child, you just gotta do both. Fuck it.
That's how you
That's
get
it.
rid
That's
of
it.
He
Well, this
said,
Wednesday though.
well, listen, you got to be well to put your foot on somebody's neck, mentally
What's
and
up, Slicky?
physically.
What?
Grand Rising,
Slicky
Slicky
Woo?
Woo Boo.
What? Reese said something wrong with Woo. I'm not sure what's wrong. Woo, all right, man.
She don't tap in till you say something about some freak shit. You know that she ain't give a fuck till you say something about thirst
Yeah,
trapping.
that's how you get
That's
it.
all right. We'll be on there,
So
child. Ain't worry
Molly
about it.
teasing me about when I called. I was like, something wrong. When he played because he didn't send out his music.
Oh, okay.
He was a whole day he missed. I said, Cold Blue, pimping the straps, pimping the showers. I said, Molly.
Now, Kyle, that's that freak shit that need to be on Friday. All right. Comedian, Mr.
looking out for my
John.
brother.
Yeah, but
Mr. John,
I'll be down to
reached out
watch.
you,
Shout.
Reese. He said check your
I like that type of shit.
messages. He reached out to you.
Who, Mr. John?
What's your
Yeah,
sorry,
Mr.
my
Go
daughter
ahead.
called me. Child, what's your handle on TikTok so I can follow you?
Okay, yeah. Put that in the in the comments when you can, shout.
Yeah.
So anybody that does use TikTok platform can watch. Have a
Say it
little,
loud for people that can't watch
Yeah,
and
he
can
back.
hear. So say it.
Say it
You said
loud.
what?
The TikTok handle. Say it loud.
Shout about 5.
Shout about 5.
Shout about 5.
You represent. We got 5 kids. What the 5 stand for?
That's all
It
right.
might be that. Might got 5 young ones. Shout
Is it?
about
Oh,
5.
I think he do.
You ain't the original Chout Bout. It's 4 of them other ones out there. He the 5th Chout.
Wow. Shout about, that's a unique name. You wouldn't think
Shout
there was,
out
but
5.
there's a lot of them on there.
It says his bio, he said.
Yeah,
Oh, he do plug that bio a lot. It's in the bio, he said. All
It's
right.
in the bio. In the bio.
Let's see what
All right,
your
you got
boy.
something coming up on the screen, Reese. Oh, there you go.
Your boy McAdoo.
There your guy.
Right, that's it.
See what he talking
Hip
about.
hop rapping. All right.
That's what you eat. You might not believe that your health could improve by the way that you breathe. You might not be breathing properly. The right way to breathe, look pan a little baby. When they breathe, up and down goes the belly, breathing from the diaphragm. Naturally, that's how you used to breathe. Believe you me. So what changed? Listen me keenly. Through life and stress, people start breathe from the belly and I breathe from the chest. The benefits are less. Cause you see, when you take a deep breath, you can relieve tension, massage your organ, nourish the whole of your body with oxygen, helps your digestion, ease constipation, strengthen your heart and lung without question, relaxation, exercise better, stop panic attack, lower your blood pressure. For pain, deep breathing can be the savior. That's what they say to a woman in a labor, ready for the belly breathing. Let's begin. First, put your hand on your abdomen. All right, then you breathe in. Feel your stomach start expanding. Hold it for about 4 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out, releasing tension for your navel to your spine.
What?
That's one done.
It's almost
Practice.
a song.
See how you go on breathing natural like the day you were
AC,
born.
put it on wax.
Medical Monday. Yes, I am.
Yes, sire. Yes, sire. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then after you finish breathing, get in that good go-go, like, and make you lose your breath. And I was practicing those breathing methods, and I know it's good for you, and it definitely helped your digestive tract move.
God, wicked.
Definitely move your gut. If you breathe like he's talking about and push in and out, they had me doing that in physical therapy, but that also make you want to poop. I think that's what it's supposed to be.
It make you want to what?
Poop. It makes you want to
When you do,
you know, when you in your stomach and you breathing hard, it helps push whatever, you know, down.
All right. All right.
And it helps the lungs, the expanding. That's people, you know. It's good. It's healthy for you, you know. So
Yeah. Okay.
Do something about to breathe. I was like, people don't, because we take that for granted, how we breathe in and how we supposed to oxygenate our body, breathe in and then breathe it out, because most people take short, shallow breaths and not even know it. We're not taking full, deep breaths. The only time we probably do is when we're trying to woo-saw, we're trying to meditate. That means breathe in and push all the negative out. So, but that's a good thing to practice. Vicky, the Zenden 80, my girl Vicky, when she was doing breathe yoga, she was telling me to help me with my my lungs and my breathing and the COPD issue and all that stuff with the asthma stuff. How to do breathing in and breathe out. Breathing is a exercise in itself when you work in them lungs. So Vicky told me some moves and everything. Thank you, Vicky. Zenden 80 Monday at Tucker Rose.
I'm trying to link up actually to start going to it on Mondays. Now that she got it in person, I want to start I want to start showing up in person for real.
Yeah, I do too. And she said I could bring my chair. I'll be bringing my black folding chair, and I bought my yoga rope so I could be able to do the moves with the stretching thing, because sometimes I can't move like y'all do. So she told me to get the yoga rope.
No, but chair yoga is good too. Good.
I'm glad that she made it available, I'm glad that she considered everybody when it comes to yoga.
Yeah,
but I do want to do it outdoors. I want to be out there in the field stretching and breathing.
Make sure you bring some off. I'm gonna bring a big ass can of off with them.
Cody spraying the
You
shit
talking
out
about
of
this shit?
It
You
don't
thought I
work.
wasn't? You thought I wasn't ready?
You
Let's
know what
go.
they used to say that Avon
Mondays, I got the
used,
spray.
used to sell.
Mondays, let's
What's
get
it? What's
there.
yours called? Off.
It's spray that's gonna keep your ass outside. That's all that matters.
They used to say Avon had this thing called Skin So Soft back in the day. You know, when we were a kid, I didn't care about
It's
those
the
Skin
one
So
with the teal
Soft.
colored top and the clear frosty bottle. Yeah, it's called Skin So
Yes,
Soft.
they
Yeah.
said that it would keep the bugs away. It was.
Well,
I don't know if it was for that.
I just know I'm trying to get out there. I don't know what it's for and all that. I just know I'm trying to get out there in the physical sense.
Well,
You know,
I'm
I
gonna get
like that she has stuff virtual. I don't know if she still does virtual while she's like, you know, in person doing sessions, but you know, I was enjoying it. I was doing it consistently on Fridays. That was actually nice. So I'm glad that she picked back up on it. But I want to work it out so that we can actually go up there and do it.
Yeah, I do too. I do too because I
Okay.
need since I can't afford physical therapy, I get some
Practice
yoga
slower breathing
therapy in.
because apparently it leads to living longer lives by taking less breaths, allegedly. Living longer
What
by
they
taking
say,
less breaths. Okay.
you live longer
Kyle
by
said the monks, my bad, I should read it out louder. The monks practice slower breathing because apparently it leads to living longer lives by taking less breaths, allegedly. Okay. Something to consider. Shoot, a lot of them was 100 and something, you know, by the time they passed, especially with the pure foods and stuff they were eating compared to us. So, whatever. Okay.
and they did a lot of meditation. So where they had to do those breathe in and breathe out exercises, is
Mhm.
you know it helps them. Breathing helps you focus on your, I guess your Zen, your center. That's what I want to say. Because not the Zen, is your Zen, your center, your center, your Zen. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I
Uh,
know Slicky is asking you what the topic of conversation is going to be for today.
Today is Wellness Wednesday, and as you all know, the topic of conversation is always something that you could grow on, something that you should be doing, Slicky, like taking deep breaths in and out, and certain movement and certain foods that you can eat. That's every Wednesday, um, we because it's so vast, it's so much wellness to put in, and now that we shorten the show, that um we do a lot of give you a little bit of everything. So there's no like set topic. If you want to say breathing was the set focus for today, how we breathe and move, you could say that.
Okay, better sleep quality. Let's see, what is that? Pain reduction, improved lung function. Okay, key benefits of deep breathing. So stress management, anxiety and depression relief, improved lung function, better sleep quality, enhanced focus and concentration. Let me read one of these actually. It says better sleep quality. That's one that I can use. This is says practicing deep breathing before bedtime can improve sleep quality. Studies indicate that individuals who engage in deep breathing exercises experience more restful sleep compared to those who don't. Okay, I'll read another one. Pain reduction.
Mm,
Yeah, I was gonna say that was one that stood out to me. Pain reduction. Some research suggests that deep breathing can help reduce pain levels, particularly in individuals with chronic pain conditions. Shoot, maybe we'll look more into that, and we can find a video or something, for next Wednesday that, or something that will explain how some
chronic
of these
pain.
things work. So I'm gonna screenshot these key points and bring some of these up for next Wednesday, actually.
That's good. The chronic pain management, and
Mhm.
and that's what they tell us to do when we in labor. When they tell you to breathe, that's because they keep us from panicking. Because the labor pain be hitting so fast, and we want to, and we start breathing rapid. Um, we go into a anxiety attack or panic attack,
It does kind
and
of help you, regain that focus and everything.
mhm,
Makes you aware of your reality in terms of the mental health aspect. It does kind of calm you down and make you, realize your reality or whatever you're thinking is not, what it is. So I rock
you
with
know,
that. I believe in that. Using
yes,
2 canes is priceless. Lost over 40 pounds just walking. If I ate healthy, much more weight would be gone. Trust me out there, and listeners. Uh, it really gets your core, triceps, and chest muscles a workout. Shoot, and actually, in walking is more effective. I was always told than running. When I look at like medical professionals talk about like what effective exercise is, and how like running and stuff can be putting trauma on your knees and like impact on your joints and ankles and stuff like
That's
that.
true.
I lost weight off of walking. Shit, my ass is not working out. I lost all of my weight off walking, swimming, bike riding and stuff, but just walking really.
You
So
got
anybody who can, I recommend
yeah.
walk a block a day.
I do
You
too.
know,
From a
make
mile,
it bigger
if you get up
intervals as you
to,
can, but walk.
there was a one point in my life where I walked 5 miles a day. That's when I was in the gym. That's when I was on the, I'm gonna start doing that on my treadmill again. It takes me 45 minutes to walk 3 miles. I'm gonna get back on my treadmill and I'm gonna challenge myself. I'm gonna start that today. I'm gonna get on my treadmill today and see how far I can go without hitting that pain level. And then sometimes when you hit that pain wall, once you break through the pain wall, then walking it's okay. Then for some reason the pain go away. Have anybody ever
It does.
experienced that?
You said with pain though?
Yeah, like say when you walking and you hit that fatigue, you out of breath. If you go past that wall or that hurt, sometimes when you pass the wall, the pain goes away and you're okay.
I don't know why I didn't come in
Building
there.
the stamina.
Mm-hmm.
And we call it the second win. So you got your second win. When that
Okay.
thing kick in, it ain't no stopping after that. You be drained and somehow you get this other extra boost of energy. And yeah, we call it the second win.
Second win.
Second
Okay.
one. Okay. Shoot. Yeah, I'm all for that. I mean, I would say make sure you having like, nice cool bottle of water, cold bottle of water, your fans on you and make it happen. Shit, I've seen, your room. You can lay that joint out and, and get on there for a little bit. I think that'll be nice content. That'll be encouraging content and stuff as well. 5
Rodney
miles,
said
me, why,
5 miles. Me, why.
He said 5
Well, she
miles.
said she gonna
Why
rank it back
you
up, Rodney. She
always
said she gonna build back up
lying?
to that.
Yeah, that was
You
used
gonna
to.
get there. You gonna get
And,
there.
and that ain't no lie because Brian was on the show and told y'all how we met. We met in the gym. I used to be a gym rat. So that ain't no capping. That's actual factual. That's when I was in the boxing
I
too.
used to be a running back too.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, we can get back on board with
You
things,
know,
so
I
we can
do a
say,
lot of
like
things.
now that we,
I
Well,
yeah,
ain't
we
doing
rocking
now,
it out.
today.
now it's
I
going
ain't
to be
doing this
even
shit
more
today.
challenging because with the physical, I didn't have no limits then. I didn't have no this nothing disabled, nothing hurting. I was
No
in good
setbacks, yeah.
standards. Right. I was in good standards.
Well, I mean, but I want to recreate a new timeline, because I want to like things like natural content. If you want to be if you are all these things, author, someone who's encouraging, somebody who's uplifting, somebody who's motivating to people around you and all of that, there's no better way than saying I'm motivating you than showing myself getting out there and doing something. Like, even though for instance, my little power washing ain't got to be hitting on too much, but like me showing somebody that I'm trying something might make them want to try something that works for them, like building something, putting something together. But just naturally, things that you're trying, that's natural content, for you and, and timeline for yourself. Create a new timeline.
Yeah, show it so I can show it because I do
Mhm.
see the stuff where I was 4 years ago, like when we was in the mall and I was. Did y'all see me dancing and moving? And that was before the cane. If you notice that, that was 4 years ago. Before I needed the before that nerve took me out.
Big
I
cane.
used to walk. Because I used to be one of Iverson Mall walkers, and before this,
Yeah,
I
I
had
used
it.
to always see the Iverson Mall walkers. I
We
had
can
the
get together, have some type of something around exercise too. I mean, the first thing
old
I want to
people
do
be out there
is
jump.
team up and start doing yoga because I'd rather do something that's already going on and available as opposed to trying to start a new whatever. It starts with what's already existing. So, she's taking it, physical instead of it being virtual. I would like to see the combination of both. But, I would like for us to try to make it out there. Because if we talking all this shit on Wednesday, then let's start to make some type of move together where we can get ourselves
There
where
we
we want
go,
to be.
child. So the only limits you have are the ones in your mind. You're alive, you're able, and God has your back. Get back to doing things you might put that cane down, boo. It's a mental blockage. And I used to have that. Like my coach said, "Hey y'all, we gonna run 3 miles." My body shut down. I'd be like, "Oh hell no!" Like I already thinking about how much running I gotta do. And then he used to say, "Oh Marley, y'all like the faster guys, y'all gotta come in within this time." Like what? So the other people they get like an extra minute than us, so it just put more pressure on you. I used to hate that shit. Then I used to see my bro like, "Why you so excited?" He's like, "Cause I want to
He's
beat this
so
time."
excited.
Like he want to beat everybody time at a bigger size too. He like, "Yeah, cause I outdo y'all. That really show me I'm doing." And I started to look at it that way. Like started to try to beat the time. Like let's outdo the time. And then it got easier for me because my mindset was just like, that's a lot of fucking running. Like I used to hate that. You know, track practice was the worst. I go to the meets all the time, but when it came to practice, man, we out there throwing up. Coach, get up. You good
Going
now?
up.
Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah,
Man,
you get
we
dizzy and
out
all
there in
that
the
type of stuff,
sun,
Oh yeah,
man.
100
I know
degrees
you get dizzy and faint,
out
but
there. Yeah,
I never threw
dizzy.
up from working out. Y'all
Yeah,
must have
so
been
you ain't
Yeah,
work
you
dehydrated.
ain't
out
put in
hard
that
enough.
work.
You ain't work
Everybody
out
get a
hard
little
enough.
nauseous and
Anybody,
everything if
that's
they
how you know
really.
your limits. Until your ass throw up, you ain't really test yourself. But that shit, man, crazy. And G Dot and them used to, he can drink beer and all that, and he go out there like ain't shit wrong. Like he run
Yeah.
past everybody.
Yeah, I
He
know a
run
few of
five
them too.
miles
Yeah,
smoking a cigarette. You be like, how the hell? And his
Uh
mind was different than now. Like his mindset was crazy. Like it wasn't nothing he can do. You know,
that's how
so
about our plan was. We was
pick the
racing
back.
on. She was riding 10-speed bikes with thong flip flops, the little plastic ones, smoking a cigarette, and I racing all her kids, haul ass too. And how you gonna haul ass like this? But she was doing on flip flops, and I was like, "You
yeah,
got to be kidding!" I was with the boys on the basketball court playing basketball.
yeah.
Don't you know what? Like
Next week or two,
Saturday, I was
I'm trying to
trying to
be out
dance.
setting a
I'm
new
gonna start off
timeline.
with my dancing because that really helped me get in shape. The A Experience, it was on
Mhm.
YouTube, and she was it was a good dance set. Her name was the A Experience. Um, I'm
So,
just
what
trying to
things
get
would you
better.
like to get into now?
I want to get back to moving again and coordination, but I know I have to start slow because I have balance and I fall a lot. That's why I'm not out there by myself because the fear of falling and ain't nobody out there. I mean, um,
So, how do you
getting
think
down.
people around you that care about you can be of assistance? So
Yeah,
it can actually get rolling. Because I want them friends to try to
Yeah.
encourage that it gets started. I want them friends I listen for a little bit, but only for so much before I'm like, okay, so what can we do? Because after a while, it just if I'm not helping you, like as a friend, try to manifest or bring together whatever it is that you mentioned. That's anyone on here. That's anyone I fuck with. Um, then I'm doing a disservice to you, and I'm just letting you, not manifest it. If I'm just letting so what how can people be of assistance to you? Like, what can we do? Well, we can all band together. Ain't gotta be all focused on one person or nothing. Everybody can. Most people can get the fuck on in the gym or on the treadmill. So it's not you know highlighting you specifically, but what can people do around you to to help?
I got to get some people around me. That's what I got first. Get to have like a work buddy.
You're not hearing it. You're not hearing it. I'm asking, what can the people around you that fuck with you? For instance, the people on the screen, some of these people on the comments, one of them whose wife has something we can attend. Those are little small starts. So what can we do to help you get right?
Nothing. You do be positive motivation or whatever. If I have to
That's surface level though. Since we're talking about it, because we talking about you. So since we're talking about it, that's surface level. That's not enough. That's not helping you do the things you just mentioned. So what can we do to help you do that? Because I can get my ass on the treadmill as well. I
Yeah,
ain't
that's what we need to talk
so I'm not
about.
highlighting you, but what can we do?
I gotta think about it. I gotta think
Yeah,
about it.
you think about just let us know, 'cause we
All
ain't
right.
about to sit just as
I
recent.
know one thing that we never think about when it comes to fitness is sleep. It's rest. I'm sorry, I'm one of us.
Yes. Oh no,
It's
you fine. Go
rest.
ahead. Mhm.
And Risha, you don't sleep like you said, and I'm not I don't think I've ever got a full night's sleep. I haven't got a full night's sleep since I was 18. But it's important to do that. Our body, when we sleep, our body heals us. Our body, burns off things. And if you're not getting enough
Yes.
sleep, your body is not doing what it's supposed to do. Also, we got to make sure we eat. I don't eat a lot. I don't eat enough. I'll say that. And so, because I don't eat enough, my body will hold on to the fat that it has.
Indeed.
So we have to make sure we eat enough, and it don't have to be like big portions, but more often, maybe more fruit and more vegetables, or more, just more things than what. Because I'll survive off of crackers and
Yeah.
I'll eat some fruit or some applesauce or something like that, but that may not necessarily be enough for me. And so we have to make sure we're eating enough. Also, we have to make sure we're sleeping, and that's a thing for me. I'll get out, like y'all see me. I'm always running around doing something, but I don't sleep like I'm supposed to. And I have been sick for the past few days, but because my son got to go to summer school, because I have other children, and I may be like, I didn't get much sleep at night because I had a little fever, but I still got to get up and take care of them. I still got to get up and run around, so I'm not resting enough. And so I'm, feeling better today, but I'm still, so that's part of health too. You can move your body. Weight loss is like 80% what you eat and 20% activity. But you
Right.
have to rest. You got to do it.
You're right. Weezy, I'm gonna make you some of my soup. You get better. I'll make you some more soup just for you. It'll help in the aid and get you some
Yeah, and the
Molly
thing
Moss,
is,
sea moss.
usually I will make a pot of soup, but I just haven't been able to do it. I haven't been able to do it. I, cooked for them the other day. My daughter called me from the room, right? She called me from the room
From the room.
and asked me, was I okay? Was I filling up the cooking? Well, I was already in there cooking, and I was like, she was like, oh, okay. And so I said something to her today. She was like, no, I was asking because I was gonna cook. I said, listen, don't ask me if I'm up for cooking. If you're going to cook, just do it. I'm one of those people. Just if you want to do something for me, just do it. Because I'm not gonna ask. I'm just not gonna do it because I've never really had anybody I can depend on. So I've always just done it. So if you want to do something for me, just do it. Don't ask me what I need because I'm tell you nothing. Because for me, I don't need anything. If I want something, I'll go get it. So if you want to do something for me, you just got to do it, point blank. Because that's what I'm gonna do for you. If I'm able to, I'm just gonna do it. You don't have to ask me. So yeah, but back to the health. That's So I was gonna make a pot of soup, but I just mainly been drinking tea. When I made the pineapple tea, I didn't realize that I was gonna be passed out later on. So it's a good thing I made it.
Oh,
What?
So I've been drinking the pineapple tea. I got kombucha. I drink that anyway.
kombucha
Water,
make you a little
and
sleepy
I did
too.
eat. I
And
made myself
horny.
eat something, but for the most part, that's all I've been doing, and I think that's probably why I feel okay because I don't take medicine. I'm not a medicine person. I'd rather feel what I'm going to feel so I can know what hurts. I don't want anything to mask my pain. And I was talking to the kid's father because with the incident with my son, and he was going off of me because I won't take anything. I said, no, I don't. You know me, 25 years. You know I'm not gonna take nothing. Even when I had our children, I may have taken Motrin for that day. Maybe the next day after that, I won't take nothing. So
Wow.
Right.
So how did everything go with Sunny Son? You good? You ain't in
we'll talk.
jail, so that's good.
We'll talk about it after the show. Comedian John said jump rope is an option as well. His boy
Jumping rope is hard on my
Giovanni
knees.
will be on season. Yeah, jumping
I
rope
used to
is
jump
good
double
if you
dutch
can
like
do
a
it.
mug. I need
Listen,
to get into the somebody's. Oh gosh.
John, we not doing no trampoline, okay? Ain't nobody with big boobs on no trampoline.
Well, if I can suggest water aerobics, he's a child has a comment. He said, "I'm gonna tell
Yes,
you like
water
my homie
aerobics
told
is
me recently.
awesome.
There's nothing to think about. Either you're going to get your ass up and get out and do it, or you're not. And that's why we got that show coming up in October, and that's also why I'm doing keto and losing this weight so I can get off this blood sugar medication. He said it with love the same way I'm saying it with love. Yeah, same sentiment I'm sharing, child.
Yeah, it's shit or get off the pot, like the old folks used to say. either shit or get off the pot. So, hey, I got to do one or the other because my legs are getting numb. You feel me? Yeah, feel me? So,
Yeah, you got to get up.
we got to get up and do something. That's why I got my fresh watermelon cut up in there, and I got my fresh bananas because I was cramping really bad, and I was like, what the? Because I was trying to do a procedure, a maneuver. I was trying to do a maneuver, and I bent my legs back. The cramps. I was like, what the hell? And I was just like, I get those deep cramps that feel like Charlie horses. Have anybody ever had a Charlie horse in their leg? And I'm running to the refrigerator trying to drink vinegar.
In the bed, in the bedroom, but not like working out.
I mean, I was
because
doing,
of the water. Ahead of time.
It was an exercise that they had me doing.
Oh, it'll cramp. You'll cramp up and shit. Yeah.
Before you work out, you stretch before you do anything. That's just how. If you don't, you're gonna start pulling shit, catching cramps, and all that.
The Charlie horse, it felt like it started from the bottom of my toes, and I felt it rolling up. I was scared as hell. I said, "Oh, please don't let this be a blood clot traveling. Don't let it be."
Shout out to AK for the front row seat. Easy jump on the
Charlie is crazy as hell.
So, but I was, trying to do the things that I can to help get strength or do a little something. So,
I know one thing though. Once you put it out there in the universe, people will remind you. Like when I first became vegan, I didn't even tell nobody. Because I already know once you say something, people will remind you. Like you're gonna say, if I say, oh yeah, I'm gonna start working out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I start telling my homies, yeah, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, they're gonna call me Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Like, what time you going to the gym? Oh, you was just talking shit, huh? Nah, we out here. What's up? Where you at? So that's why I tell people it ain't really people getting on you, or it's just you put that out in the universe and they your reminders of what you want to do. But you have people be mad like, dang, people be on my line just because I said I'm gonna do something. Now they want to make sure, yeah, because you done told everybody I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. Okay,
I'm not mad at
people
that.
gonna ask. No, I'm saying people does get mad about that. Like I had people that say they was vegan, and then when they eat something that ain't vegan, somebody asks, I thought you was vegan. Oh, hey, I ain't doing. I mean, I do what I want to. Hey, why you worrying about my diet? Now they mad, but you done told everybody you don't eat meat and you don't do this and condone and all this for hours, for days on days, and now they see you doing it. You mad because they call you out. It's no different than a Muslim. Oh, you Muslim, you praying and all that. That's pork, my man. I'm trying to stop you from doing something that you probably. I know what I'm eating. It's just like they get mad. Why y'all? If I want Muslim, you wouldn't care. If I was Christian, you wouldn't. Like, dang, why you getting mad? You put this out in the universe. You let the world know and your friends and them know you don't eat pork. So I'm trying to stop you from doing something that you said you don't do or condone. I thought you might then know, but some people do know, and some people just like to talk, and they talk more than action, so it's just like I don't talk, I just do it, and if it don't work out, cool. And then as I'm doing it, people like, damn, what you vegan? That's how they start to find out, why you eating that, what you vegan or something, what you plant-based? Yeah, oh, I ain't know that. Yeah, I've been about 2 years now it's 10 years, but that's how it started off for me, because I ain't want people all on my line, which they do now. Oh yeah, oh yeah, you can't eat that. Oh yeah, you better put that down, you better not eat that. Ain't it such and such in there, but it's cool. I don't get mad. It's just a reminder that, yeah, they know that I want to eat clean. They care enough to remind me that, hey, that's not clean and you can't eat that, because if I eat it, I will be messed up. But we got to accept those people that's around.
I do. And it's so funny because what I'm talking about, I've already started doing and doing stuff in place. That's why I said I injured myself doing a little thing. I'm already doing what I said I'm doing, but it's not like I'm doing it in secret, but it is kind of like I'm doing it in secret, low key, because I'm trying to build up the stamina and endurance to go all out. But I know I got to take baby steps and stuff, and that's why people don't know. Like on the shopping list, she eats a lot of this, she eats a lot of that now versus less this and less that. So the changes are there, but nobody know it but me. And I do that stuff and try to eat good and like what I'm supposed to, better, like that, better.
Kyle, if you did, it would not add calories. I'm just saying.
If
Right.
it
I
did,
mean, you know,
Slicky, I had to
when
go
people
drop
say
some
they
paperwork
don't do
off.
something, then I'll be feeling like they do it. Cause I don't eat ass. I feel like you do. Because she
she
said
announced it.
But anyway, you know,
What?
if I
They-
come to my barbecue, I'm putting bacon on everything.
See, I already
Yeah, well.
Rodney don't care about my beliefs, my well being. He would throw bacon in at me, and I be in there sick, wondering how this spirit got in my body, and I'm talking like the beast. I be on here, fuck your feelings. I don't care. You think I care? I don't have feelings. That pork drained all that shit out of me
That's
years
that
ago.
pork talking. That pork
Yeah,
take
that's that
over.
pig talking. Then Rodney fighting in that shit. That's when he eat his greens and all the veggies. They fighting. He fighting between the two. Yeah, can't trust Rodney. He gonna give me some pig, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That'd be like
feel
somebody giving me some
out. You want
seafood.
pig, you gonna get pig. You want
Keep
vegan.
rolling the blunt. Forget about the critics at work. Shit. Yeah.
You know what? Somebody threatened to take me out with seafood, but I was going with one of my friends, and he said, the way I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna put some
Oh, you play
seafood
Warzone?
in your food." And I was like, "That is an awful thing to say. I know I never eat
I'd
nothing."
love to see y'all run some games together if y'all both be
Yeah,
on
get
Warzone.
online with my crew and crush all y'all.
Well, I'm clearing shit out in Call of Duty, so I just want everybody to sit down right now
that's what
with
they
that.
talking about.
While y'all stuck on Warzone. Cause
Warzone.
Weezy, I guess me and Weezy
They
lost
got
because I'm like,
Warzone and
I
Call
don't
of
know
Duty.
what
yeah,
you're talking
just letting
about.
everyone know I'm clearing shit out with Call of Duty. So
What does that mean?
let's stay on Warzone as a good topic. That's Call of Duty is good for y'all. Let's see what he Kyle said.
I don't know. Weezy don't
I
entertain
know
me.
for the Warzone, but they play it on the phone.
Yeah, you can play with them on the phone, laptop. I don't like them PC users. They can hit like 2 buttons and do 8 things. Cause they can create shortcuts. It's like nah.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought all y'all had to. Well, back to the topic of Wellness Wednesday. We got another video. I got another wellness video. Got you cute. The wellness video and all kinds. I find myself looking at different vegetable recipes.
One thing you can eat, one thing you can eat. Cause are you on blood pressure medicine?
No.
Okay.
Supposed to be, but I don't. But the diuretic is one.
Okay, because grapefruit is good for blood pressure.
I got it right in the fridge.
Yeah. I was just thinking because I eat grapefruit all the time. I love grapefruit, but that's not why. Because I'm not on any medication. I don't have any issues other than the fluff. But grapefruits are really good for high blood pressure, and cayenne pepper is good for it too because it helps. So a lot of things that we have naturally, which is one of the reasons why I don't take medicine. There's so much stuff that we have that we don't need it. But grapefruits are good. Cherries are good to if you have gout.
So is oregano.
It's a good diuretic. It's a lot of things that we have that are good for you.
I just finished the cherries last night, honey. Look, the cherries, the watermelon, the bananas, and the grapefruit, and my lemons. I started cleaning my food. If I'm going to eat poultry, I started
Did you ever order your
cleaning it. Huh?
Did you ever get your soursop?
No, I got to go to the international market to do that. Because it's not in the Giant or the Safeway. Well, I don't do Safeway anyway, but it's not in the Giant. Now,
Some type of exotic fruit on the screen. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Oh, wait till you see the video, honey. I was
It's
like,
up,
ooh,
actually.
I gotta share it. One of those that
some grow once a year in one place and vanish within days. And the last one? It's almost mythical. Number 5, Carichuelo. This fruit looks like a citrus, but it's something else entirely. Native to the Amazon, Carichuelo has a soft, creamy pulp that tastes like lemonade marshmallow. But don't expect to find it in stores. It spoils just hours after picking. Number 4, yellow dragon fruit. It's the golden cousin of dragon fruit, with soft spikes and sweet floral flavor like pear and honeydew. Far rarer than the pink kind, and only grown in high-altitude orchards in Ecuador and Colombia. Number 3, black diamond apple. jet black, grown in the high mountains of Tibet and coated in a natural wax that reflects like obsidian. It's called the black diamond, one of the rarest and most expensive apples on earth. Number 2, black tiger fruit. It looks like a sci-fi fruit, dark purple pods striped with neon. Found deep in Southeast Asia's jungles, this wild fruit has an earthy sweetness and is almost impossible to export. Number 1, Sinindu mango. No seed, no stringy texture, just pure mango jam that melts in your mouth. The Sinindu mango only ripens once a year in Sri Lanka, and people wait in lines for hours. It's not just rare, it's legendary. Which one do you wish you could try? These aren't just rare fruits.
I want to try.
Definitely want that mango without them seeds and shit in it.
I want that lemon one. He said it looks like lemon marshmallow, but he said it spoils hours after picking it.
Yeah.
That means you have to be right there with the tree wherever it grows.
I mean, people that live out there would pick it just that way because they'll go out there straight there just to have it for lunch or something. You know, so that's a little different if you live around it, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about that yellow dragon fruit. If you get it, be prepared not to leave your house. It sends you to the bathroom. It's like a laxative. Yeah, so if you need to be released.
Thank you for the warning. Cause
that's the day. I've never done it because I'd
have been set up before work.
Just stay in the house, but I want to get one.
You think you about to have a healthy morning? Hell no! You calling out today?
Weezy said, just be prepared not to leave. Those are good natural stuff that cleans your colon. Good.
I would love to live somewhere where the fruit people are allowed to have fruit available to them. Like, I'm starting to get over this quote unquote luxury shit. I could trade a big townhouse or a big house or apartment or whatever the fuck for a place that I can get some fruit without seeds, some original fruit, non-GMO, not fucked and tampered with. Everybody over this bitch balding and dealing with arthritis because you keep eating shit that they fucking with. I want to live where I can pick and cut fruit. This is life to me. The older I get, the more this is starting to look like life.
It looks exciting to me too, Trey. I was like, ooh, I want that. I want that. I mean,
this shit out here for concrete walkways and paved roads and shit. That's the most, you know, nah.
So in other countries,
it's starting to be a life or death type of thing. I'm starting to realize, like, you want to live long, it's time to start to relocate. It's time to move.
So I can understand why Rodney said it was beautiful. And where did he go? Indonesia? Was it Indonesia? Why he said it was beautiful there? Because they got exotic fruits. And,
there's so many different countries and stuff that these fruits and stuff come from. I didn't keep up with.
It was Sri Lanka, the Tibetan, the black diamond. That was a pretty apple, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And he said a natural wax coat. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, he creates. Kyle, you be creating some nice healthy plates and stuff too. That's one thing I noticed too. Like they're full plates, but they're healthy with different types of vegetables and little, relish this and So that's what's up. And you can get that example off his page. I don't know if you follow Kyle on that, but it makes some nice
follow Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Chef Cal.
Mm-hmm.
Molly, what was some of the fruits that you be willing to try?
Oh, I try all of them.
Me too.
It's done like food. Like food, I don't try. Like I don't just try random food. Like I always been a picky eater, but whenever it came to fruit, I always tried it. It just seemed right, Like I don't know. And
name one. Is there any fruits you don't like?
Yeah, it's a lot. I don't even like strawberries, so and that's
me neither.
Thing that people
it makes my throat itch, like I have an allergic reaction.
I don't like cherries. Yeah, there's a lot of fruit I don't like, but the ones that I do like, I just eat a lot of it. But it's still like to get it natural, like they getting it fresh out the ground. Some of that fruit they say it go bad within hours, so they gotta eat it right then and there. Some of it only grow once a year. So you got to wait in line for it. But it just show you that, man, so much things out here we can be eating other than the stuff that they've been feeding us and selling us that's actually killing us. It can be food out here we eating that's healing the body. I'm pretty sure a lot of these fruits that they sharing also have benefits that go along with them. They ain't really get too much on it, but we already know a lot of the fruit that we eat now have good benefits for the body. It just seemed right. It just seemed connected. It just seemed like making a sandwich. You got all the right ingredients. Whenever it come to fruit and humans, it seemed like they match well with us and veggies. But whenever it come to meat, it just seemed like it's hard to digest. You can't eat too much of this. Can't eat too much of that. You're gonna have to eat this with that. I never heard somebody say, well, you gotta eat some chicken with them greens, but they always say you gotta eat some greens with that chicken or some type of veggies with that meat because you don't want to just eat. But I never heard nobody say you don't want to just eat veggies, so it just lets you know that, they
Yeah.
food, they programmed us to like to eat things that actually harmed us. They basically tricked us to killing ourselves. We don't like to say it, but we slowly just killing ourselves, not just with the food, with a lot of things. Some things I might not even know, but it's just time to get educated on it so our kids will have a better chance at life. They can live a little longer than we can. And if we do come back to this lifeline and these family trees, we need to make sure we come back with something good next time and not this shit.
Yeah.
You right about that.
I concur.
That's well said.
Let me bang the gavel down. Back, back. I concur. Speaking of banging the gavel down, let's talk a little bit about political health, the health of the city. I especially want to talk about Trayon. Am I saying his name? Trayvon?
Trayon White.
Trayon White. Congratulations. I'm glad you got the 8th ward back because I thought it was wrong for them to take it away from him the way they did, Mr. White, and then hold the election. But the people voted him back in, and he had the support of the people, just like Marion Barry did back in the day. His ward said, we want Trayon back, and he's back. But the council was, is upset about it. But give the people what they want. You got to give the people. Give the people what they want. It's an old song. Give the people what they wanted. They wanted Mr. White back, and congratulations. And I hope now that you know that you're gonna have eyes on you, screwing everything you do. I hope you execute all your moves with a little bit of wisdom. Now that you got the knowledge that they were gonna be on your ass, be wise about the things that you do, and continue serving your people and doing what you need to do for your ward, for the city, for the people. And don't be like a Councilman Spindelman, whatever that councilman is. Louisa, what's that councilman in y'all area? The one that didn't want to give everybody a raise in DC, the workers, and wanted to defund the police. They said you got nerve calling the police and demanding immediate duty because you was scared of some protesters doing a peaceful protest outside your villa because you was the one that said, no, don't give the people no raise, so they're going to protest. They were like, why we can't have no money too? We trying to live just like you living. He's got scared, called the police, which I want to remind y'all, it was 800 slots vacant because of that defunding thing that he is about. He wanted to get rid of the police like that. 800 vacancies, but when you need or you think you need the police, you call and burn it down to 911.
All right, Kyle.
Y'all know what I'm talking about, Weezy? Am I saying that guy right? Spindelman,
I don't know. I don't know the dude's name.
But you know what the story I'm talking about?
Yeah, I heard defund the police. Yeah, I think that's his name.
Phil Mendelssohn?
Yes.
Yeah.
And his shenanigans.
Yeah, a lot of people be like defund the police. Some people fund the police. Police need more money. I just don't understand why people feel that gives them the right to have no protection by the police. Like they don't pay their taxes. Just because they want them to defund the police, why do that mean he can't call the police if he in trouble? That's the part.
He wasn't even in trouble though. That's it.
Even if he not, why he can't call the police? That's the part that confuses me. There's a lot of dudes on the street, you know, they live by street codes and this and that, but they call the police break-ins and report stuff for insurance to get it money. They call the police, but it just be weird, you know. People just find things to just like, yeah, I like if he defund the police, then he gonna call the police. Like, okay, like there's a
Yeah.
lot of people that hate the police. They out here, you know what they doing to us, George Floyd and all this stuff, and we march against them, how we don't like them, and then you turn around and call them on your neighbor or the little boys down the street that's making too much noise. So it's
Yep.
like people do it all the time. So that's the part that was just funny to me. We scream how we don't like the police, and then we turn around and call them when we need them. But this guy, he does it. Hey, that it's like it's a big deal. It ain't really a big deal to me. And I'm happy Trey. You know, he back in where he belong. Everybody knew he was gonna win. Everybody came out and support him, and they weren't gonna allow nobody else to be in that position anyway. So if somebody else would have came along, we'd have known, oh, these votes fake. It ain't no way because everybody vocal about they voting for Trey. It ain't no like who might know. They come out and let him know my vote going to him. They got his shirts on and everything. So just looking at that and let you know, like, nah, this guy he tapped in with the community. I know Ward 8 for sure. He
Well,
grew
if
up.
the council don't like that, they did not want him back. But the people spoke. And the Mendelson guy, I was saying that he got security detail. They was having a peaceful protest because that's 82. They tried to get that bill 82 up out of there, whatever that 82 is, and he was one of the holdups. But that's why they was protesting. They was saying they was doing a peaceful protest. But he got all up in the
Crayon
bull
right here.
because there was a delay for the police getting to him. So and he, all upset and everything. Louisa, did you hear that story about him?
Who, Trayon?
Cinderman.
Oh no, I kind of block out DC politics. I block out all politics. Of course, I listen in, but I block out all of them. I ain't got time for that nonsense. But it's a video up with Trayon White on here.
Okay, that's my boy. Go ahead, Trey. I applaud him. Thumbs up for him.
Today has been a very blessed day. For those who don't know, my name is Trayon White. I'm honored to serve right here in the Great Ward 8. I've been in this community for over 40 years, just trying to do God's work, man. Been in a very, very, difficult season of my life, but I believe that God can do anything, anybody, when you let him for his will and his sake. And so the people have spoken today. I've never been in anything like this in my life, and I got in this race unsure what was going to happen. So tonight, on behalf of me and my family, I want to say thank you to my family, my friends, the supporters, those who ran the race, the other candidates. It's not easy putting your life on the line to be a representative for this community. This is one of the toughest jobs I ever did in my life. And I just know that, the power is in the people. And we came together tonight for an agenda to say that Ward 8 is one of the greatest wards that I can never grow up in, right? And the people love me and prayed for me and poured into me and believed in me, and not everyone voted for me, but enough voted for me to win. And it's time for us to all come together because we all have to live here together. And as Dr. King said, he said unity or non-existence. And that's where we are, man. We want a high quality of life for all of our residents in Santa Clara River. And I can't do this alone. I can do this with your help each and every day. And so I have an agenda. We have a strategic plan that we want to meet with all the members of the council with, also the mayor, the ANC commissioners. We got to get to work. There's $20 billion on the line. We got to make sure we get our fair share of that $20 billion. Right? We passed the conversation talking about equality. We talking about equity. We got some things we have been working on. There was a slight pause. We sent a message to the council that we're here to stay. 12 people should not be deciding the fate of 80,000 people. It just don't. The numbers don't even add up logically. And so we want to meet with the other candidates over the next couple of days and figure out how we can work together collectively to uplift and encourage and raise the consciousness and liberate them thinking of our people. Because we passed the conversation just talking about jobs, we want to talk about careers, we want to talk about business ownership, we want to talk about home ownership. That we're not just surviving here in our community, but thriving here. My name is Trayon White, the People's Champ. I want to thank you all who voted. Those who came out to vote, even if you didn't vote for me. You know, it's important that we participate in our own destiny here in our community. That means showing up to meetings, showing up when the election is over, showing up to our ANC meetings, community meetings, after school programs, everything, man. He's going to take all of us to create this village. No one coming to save us but us. Let's go. Let's go. Power to the people. God bless. I love you. Peace and love.
That's a solid ass message. It makes me actually want to research him and look him up. I don't know too much about him, but other than being like a DMV resident, but
Trey grew
makes
up
me want
around
to
my
look into him.
neighborhood. He from my neighborhood. Yeah, and he went to the same schools. He went to Ballou.
It's
He
cool
been
to
in
see
that
him with
politics
locks.
stuff.
Somebody
Yeah,
wearing locks and stuff too in a professional
Berry
setting.
put him up under the wing, mentored him, so when he passed, everybody looked at Trey like you little Murray Berry, like he prepared you to take over the rope. Like you nigga, we want him to be mayor where we from. Like council member cool, but we like, nah, we can't wait till you be mayor. Like you supposed to be the mayor. He ain't at that age yet for them, I guess. But if he ain't council member, man, the Ward 8 will go crazy. They won't treat nobody. Whoever else come around there and try to talk won't be able to talk. Only Trey can come in the neighborhood and speak to the people. Even if he do something wrong or not, he still only they gonna talk to him. Nobody else. They don't trust nobody else.
That's how I need to be.
It's
That's how it
gonna
needs to
stay
be.
that way too. Unless he
What's up,
mentor
JoJo?
younger, like Murray did him, Berry did him, and have him ready. What up, JoJo baby? I thought they popped in and took her camera.
Who was your council member before him? Do you remember?
Who?
Before Trey?
I was a kid. I wasn't in politics then.
Oh.
Trey been around. You heard him 40 years.
Yeah.
He only about 40. Like, that's how long you been at this stuff. Like you been in that area. You been doing it for a young age. But I don't know. I can Google and see who was the council member before that. Other than that, Marion Burr used to come to the neighborhood. We ain't had no council member that came. The mayor came. The mayor don't come to a lot of these communities in Ward 8. She might go to
don't
Ward
do a
7.
lot of nothing.
If it's an event, she might pop out. But Marion Bird, you might just catch him at the corner store, just going there grab some chips, trying to get some people off the streets. Like telling them, look, it's a program I got. He the one got us out summer jobs. If it weren't for him, kids wouldn't be having summer jobs doing or something. He started that. So it's a lot of stuff, that's different
cool.
these days. You more tied in with your council member than the mayor. And they might like it that way, because you can't influence the mayor to do things, if he out of sight, out of mind, So if these dudes get close to some of these mayors, they might get threatened, anything in these neighborhoods. You never know. So I don't know. But she don't be around enough for the people. So I just really started politics. I think he said it's what, 20 billion on the line? Not million, billion. I mean, we got $20 billion just in our DC area alone for them to help the community. And they trying to make sure that Ward 8
Stadium.
get a good break of that money, which would bring money to the city. I wouldn't trip about that, but it still let you know that they be having so much money. It's just like, what are they doing with it? Because Ward 8 don't change for us. So $20 billion, like, get us some of that so we can have change in our community, do better in our community. But for some reason, a lot of the killings and stuff still goes on in Ward 8. It been going on before I was born, during the time I'm growing up, and even now. So it's like, nah, sometimes it's just like, if they don't want change, things won't change. Adams Morgan used to be all black. It was terrible. But when they wanted change, you go up there now, high and look, because they wanted change. Adam Morgan won Adams Morgan. The Harbor won the Harbor. Even Southwest, down there by the National Stadium, it was terrible. But they wanted change. So they went over there and made change. So for Ward 8 to be where it's at, they wanted to be like that.
I grew up when we used to call Southwest area to call it Capers, down in the projects. It don't look nothing like it did growing up. I mean, they change it like you said, but that's not considered Ward 8. What ward is that? Southwest area down by the stadium.
Gotta look it up.
Yeah, I think the thing is though, if they want change, we know what they're doing. They're not changing the community; they changing the community people. You know what I mean? I mean, they're changing the community, but they're not like, you know what I mean? Like that's how they do change there, as you see. You know, I mean, there's not. I'm no brothers on Florida Avenue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just. That's just they run everybody out. They'll scatter everybody, and then they'll make it the way they want it for their people. Not necessarily to bring change. The change ain't changing a community as far as behaviors, and you know, teachings and schools, and that's not where the change is gonna come in. The change is gonna come in when they, you know, change the people. That's what they're gonna just throw one away and bring in the new glad bags, you know, and it's pretty ugly, but that's where the change coming in. So I don't know if I would want them to change your community, Molly, the way that they didn't change in the rest of the communities, because everybody be gone. It wouldn't even be no old time residents there. How about changing it? You know what I'm saying? Bringing some you know, black owned corner stores and stuff like
That's
that.
what Trayon trying to do. That's why I'm glad the people voted for him, and he got that Berry feel. They said the people's backing him like they did Marion Barry. The change is the gentrification, how they try to make DC not DC, and the holdup is they won't let DC spend its own money. The federal government is trying to control DC's money instead of letting DC have control of its money. Like Maryland, the state of Maryland had control of its revenue. The federal government is allotting the DC what they can do, and that's what they're fighting for statehood, so they can use their own money, so they can do some things. And my thumbs up, both thumbs up for Trayon. I don't know a lot, but I do know that little bit.
And the many vote for statehood, everything will go south. A lot of people we don't want statehood. You know, a lot of people we can use the money, no, but then we can be in the same laws as all these other states. They can start making us do stuff that we don't really like used to doing. Even like when we go other places, we get considered as a resident in that state. Like when I went to college, I was considered Ohio residents because I was from DC. We the capital. I ain't had to pay certain things because I was from DC. If I was from Maryland, I had to pay those things because I come from the state. There's a lot of benefits we will lose if we become statehood, but they've been trying to push that so we can lose it. But they trying to push the good things that come out. Well, we can decide what we gonna do. That don't mean y'all gonna do what we want y'all to do with the money. Yeah, that'd be even worse for us. Cause at least we got somebody overseeing y'all to make sure y'all at least doing a little bit of what y'all supposed to be doing. But y'all had the freedom to just do what y'all wanted to do with the money. Oh man, I can't imagine y'all already getting caught.
You okay with the federal government controlling so everything that they're fighting for? You okay?
Option. Yeah, and them the only two options. You know, it ain't like I gotta say really, but if I had to pick between the two, yeah, because I don't trust the people who there and here.
Well,
find a way still around the federal government. So if they ain't had nobody to overlook that, imagine how much more they'd take.
And they got billions of dollars that can't even touch it. Like Trayon said, he want like, look, give us our portion of money so we can do what we want to do for our community. They even talking about stopping Head Start and all that other stuff. So, but hey, it is what it is. Can't change it. Just gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
Can't wang with it.
You gotta adjust, baby.
That's it.
That's it. Some Coco Theory. You seen that? I ain't. Riri. The Coco Theory.
That was for yesterday when we was talking about remembering your loved ones.
Pull it up. I'm sad you want me to pull it up.
Sure, you can. It's a good topic in wellness. We're talking about the body and the spirits and all of that and the memory. That's a wellness thing. You remembering your loved ones.
Cool.
Some people say that that's holding on to the dead. I was talking to somebody. They said when you hold on to the dead, you can't live. And I was like, huh? Just because you remember somebody, but some people won't go on when they lose a loved one. And some people, my loved one is always in my heart. So I don't think by me just remembering them and paying homage to them, I don't think that's me. I don't look at it as holding on to the dead. How do you forget people that impacted your life, that made you? If it wasn't for them, it wouldn't be no you. How do you forget that?
I want you to forget your people, but they remind you all these other dead people you don't know or connected with. Martin Luther King is dead. You learn about him. Malcolm X. All these people in your dollar bills are dead. We learn about them. History. Everybody talk about is dead. The Bible. Everybody in that dang book is dead. So it's like, so if it's bad, then why we always talking about dead people and what they did in their lifetime? If we gonna move on, let's talk about what's going on today. Nope, they
And
want.
we got to remember. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we got to remember that because it was right on the topic, you know. And then when you be waiting to get it in, then you off topic. You can't even relate to what a motherfucker might say about the situation. But we're more. They're still more alive than they are dead. If you really think about what we are, you know, in the Holy Trinity, you know, their spirit and their mind is still alive. They only lost the body, so 2/3 of them is still with you. So of course you would want to remember and live and grow. They still growing and they still, you know what I mean, giving signs and signals and guidance and introduction. I believe that dead people ain't to forget. There's something about them is supposed to stay alive and pushed on through generations. It's just that our generations are so messed up now that, you know, they're looking all nonsense. They ain't pushing grandmom's recipe. You know what I mean? These kids ain't cooking no more. So what they gonna do with a recipe book? You know, they going to McDonald's and stuff. You know, or grandpop's healing power. You know what I mean? Or just things like that. You know, we're not carrying it on. So the spirit and the mind, you know, that's when it shrivel up and I think that's when I think that's when you really lose something, when you lose, you know, when that doesn't get passed to the next generation, the generation really loses something. If you look back, it's evident, you know what I mean? When they're not getting taught the things that we were taught when crack came through and all that generation and all that stuff, where things weren't being passed on because everybody was ripping and running, you know, or trying to protect their shit, you know? So, yeah, I think we're more alive than dead. So I don't think that they're supposed to be forgotten, in short, at the end.
Yeah, because I will never forget my grandparents, not unless something's wrong, and I feel like I know that they are still with me. I know it. Every time I look in the mirror, I see them.
Don't that drive us, though? That drives us too.
As a little girl, I used to grab them by their face and look into their eyes. Just you know, sit there, you know, and just looking into their eyes. And they was like, "What are you doing? You know, why do kids do this?" And then they look, they stare in your eyes, and this is like, I don't know.
They see different. You see
video
different
for you, Reese, the one you was talking about.
What you say, Trey?
Oh, I said Molly has the video up for you, the one you was talking about.
Oh, okay. All right, let's check it out, y'all. Coco Theory. Hey, David Green.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Funny man, DG.
No one knows. After stealing a guitar, getting cursed, and being sent to the land of the dead, Miguel must find his great-great-grandfather with the help of Hector to allow Miguel to return home. And this leads to them to cross paths with a fading skeleton by the name of Chicharron. In a shocking turn of events, by the end of their encounter, what is left of Cheech disappears, leaving Miguel shocked.
What happened?
He's been forgotten. When there's no one left in the living world who remembers you, you disappear from this world. We call it the final death. Where did Cheech go? Did he go somewhere good, bad, or is he just gone forever? I had to know more. Welcome if you're new to the channel, and good tidings to all you faithful fun people. I'm Isaac from Want So Videos, where we discuss fun topics for fun people. And today I'm going to attempt to break down what I think the final death really is. Just a reminder, if you'd like to learn more about Coco and the final death after the video, I provided all the links to the movies and the resources I used in the description. And to continue discussing Disney with me, make sure to subscribe and to click that notification button.
I'm fading, Hector. I can feel it. I couldn't even play that thing if I wanted to.
I never knew what to think about the final death. It was troubling getting some aspects on what could happen in the afterlife answered, while others continued to be giant, vague mysteries. I was unsatisfied with this ambiguous description of the final death. It really was just unsettling for me, and it made me concerned for good old Cheech. Leave a comment if your favorite concerned face below the like button if you were concerned about Cheech too. With my feeling of Cheech's burden weighing on me and my desire to understand the final death more, I knew I had to go looking for him. Well, we started off really only knowing the final death is when a dead spirit in the land of the dead is forgotten in the land of the living, which actually aligns with legend. In Mexican tradition, there is believed to be 3 deaths. The first death occurs when a person's body ceases to function and when their heart no longer beats. The second death comes when the body is buried and returned to Mother Earth. And the third and final death is when no one is left to remember the deceased. Okay, so we understand what causes the final death, but what happens next? Where did Cheech go? To come up with an answer to where the final death takes people, I had to do more than a simple Google search. I wanted to understand where the Mexican culture was coming from with their perspective on death and learn what their beliefs actually were. Through my research, I believe the truth to what the final death really is lies in the attitude and history behind death and the Day of the Dead. Now, from my experience in American culture, people don't like to think or acknowledge death. It bums people out.
It seems like it go with everything that you wear.
It is something out of their control that is completely unknown. In contrast, in Mexican culture, they not only have learned to cope with mortality, but they feel comfortable with it and can even celebrate it.
Hey, it happens to everyone eventually.
As the Nobel Prize-winning Mexican writer Octavio Paz explained in his work Labyrinth of Solitude, the Mexican is familiar with death, jokes about it, caresses it, sleeps with it, celebrates it. Truth, there is as much fear in his attitude as in that of others, but at least death is not hidden away. He looks at it face to face. End quote. The ability to confront the reality of the end of their existence seems like a difficult task for a culture to conquer, and it was. With the combination of Aztec heritage believing in a broad...
Okay. That's the culture. So basically culture believe in 3 stages of death. I think that's what JoJo was talking about when he was talking about the Trinity. Is that what you were talking about? Like when you said that the physical goes, then when you go back to the earth, and then if you're forgotten about, and someone that's living has to remember you before, when there's no one left in the land of the living that remembers you, then that's the end of that.
Or remembers the story, or remembers a part of you being used, or you know, like I said, a recipe, you know, or the way Gramps made the sunroom, the garden area. He had a special, you know, he did this. Your great grandfather used to use copper in his garden. You know what I mean? And stuff like that.
I look at my son, right? My grandfather passed before my son was born. They died on the passing, what they call 1 in, 1 out thing. And Tyree has never met my grandfather a day in his life. But I tell him who his grandfather was, and he's even named after his grandfather. So he can tell people, where'd you get your name? Oh, well, I'm named after my great granddad. And why'd your mother name you that? Then he knows all the stories that he could tell to pass on to him. And I'm thinking like the younger, that's because I talk to mine, but I don't know if the rest of the family talk to their children about their grandfather or their their grandfather, because my grandfather was my father, same difference to me. And they, because he didn't see none of the great grandkids. He only had 6 grandkids. He saw all of us, but Tyree would have been his first. So if none of the other great grands know about him, know the story, whatever, they wouldn't know to pass it on to their children. They wouldn't know who he was. That's why when we did our family reunion last year and the year before last, I got the T-shirt with my grandfather picture on it, because that's his family reunion that we're going to, and a picture with him on there, and on the back, who you are to him. Like, I put #1 grandchild, which I was, and different people put different stuff on the back of theirs, who they was to him, and that hopefully that will spark with my other cousins, my second and third cousins, will spark that. Who is this person? Who was that person? To know them. And like for Mother's Day, I got my mother a quilt, a blanket, and I put all of her siblings, her mother and daddy, all of her siblings, all of her nieces and nephews at the time, and all of her children is on there. And I said, when Serenity gets, she's at that age now, go and tell her who people are, so she'll know who you are, where you came from, and her family. I'm big on family. I'm big with knowing something. I'm one of those diggers, or one of those like bookworms.
I'm doing it now. My great aunt in the rehab center, she the last one of my grandmother's brothers and sisters, and I think they were like 14, 15, 16 deep. I don't know. You know what I mean? They were deep. But she the last one. So I'm down there milking all kinds of goddamn memories. I'm down there asking about my grandmom. I'm down there asking about my dad, which she can't remember. She's sharp on the old stuff, but she can't remember what she had for lunch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she could go back all the way back to 1970, boy, and lay it down what color shoes you had on. You know what I'm saying? Funny as a mug, though. But yeah, I'm down there getting all kinds of stories from my grandmother. I asked, where you think because I didn't get to ask my grandmother because I was gone when she passed. So I didn't get to ask a lot of questions, like where'd I get my middle name from? You know what I mean? My grandparent, my father had middle name, but his father didn't have the middle name, but they had the same first and last names. But so where did my grandmother, where did that middle name come from? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how did that come about? And just questions like that. I'd be down there milking, y'all. I'd be trying to get that. And hopefully I am helping the other side by hearing these new stories and having them to, give to nieces, nephews, cousins, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what you have to, like, my great.
I'm going today. Sorry. I'm going down there today to see her.
That's what's up. I like to hear
that's what you gotta do. I bet you know stuff about your grandmother that your own mother don't even know. I know stuff about my grandparents and their parents that my own mother didn't know. You know what she told me? We just didn't think to ask questions. She said that they wasn't kids like that. They didn't talk to their grandparents. They just went out and played. But I would be the one inside, story time. Tell me a story. Tell me what was it like. And, how was it like when you growing up and stuff like that? I mean, that to me, that's passing down knowledge, pouring into the generation. But if you don't care to hear about it or don't care, like a lot of stuff they didn't even know about their own parents.
Can I ask a question?
God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I want to know where the hell you at with that medical background, that them units and stuff in the wall, David.
Oh, I'm at the hospital.
Oh,
ain't it ironic? Wellness Wednesday at the hospital.
Yeah, because I seen all that shit and gadgets and shit, and you in that chair. So,
David.
you can, it's your full discretion, but you all right, or what the hell going on? Because that's the first thing I noticed was the background.
Yeah, I was. You already know about the blood clot brain situation or whatever. No, I was hit in the head yesterday, and because of work, it was like an hour before work, and they got policies and emergency days and all that mess and everything. That so I told him, I said, I'm just going to just stay to the end of the shift, but it was slow, so they was
They said go ahead and
closing
check
out
everything
early
out.
anyway. Yeah. So I just went to the house and passed out and woke up, and side of my junk was acting up, whatever like that. No, so families that come to the hospital. So
Damn.
You got injured at work?
No.
No, he was saying he was saying that it didn't happen at work. It happened before work.
Full work. Wow.
Well, I hope that
Yeah,
you know
and because
everything be straight, because ain't nothing safe about passing out, falling out, wherever you
that's what
are.
they what I mean, like I said, because of the brain clot and everything
Traumatic
like
brain injury. Those TBIs are nothing to play with.
that. Yes,
Nothing.
that's the only reason why getting everything checked out.
And be more careful.
You saw what I said. It's Wellness Wednesday. I've been waiting to get on this damn show today. I want to come cuss everybody out in the world that ain't paying attention to what the hell they eating. This shit is ridiculous. I got a man just cracking his 40s, in the hospital, blood clots all in his body, almost take his life away from here. You know what I mean? I got another friend that's probably the same age, maybe 40, 41. I'm talking about just right now. I just came from the hospital yesterday. I go back there today. I'm be in the hospital. I'm be rehab center, hospital, and a rehab center today. So yeah, I mean, and he fell out, and another my buddy fell out from a stroke at less than 40 or 40 years old, something. A stroke and blood clots, man. Come on, man. We gotta do better than this, man. This shit is ridiculous. We falling out from all these illnesses, man. Eating this crazy ass diet these people got us on, man. Got us addicted to, man. This shit is ridiculous. Blood clots.
I didn't get the blood clots from eating.
I'm just saying, brother. A motherfucker falling out,
He hit his head.
and almost dying in his own house from, from just wickedness, evil.
Yeah, he hit his head. That's what happened with Funny Man situation. He hit his head, and this
Funny Man, he's clean pretty much, JoJo. It must have been an accident, and he.
No, he don't.
No.
He don't.
No, he don't. Stop lying for that
Drinking
nigga.
them sodas
Nigga
and
show you
shit
an
next
apple
to the
every once in a
bed.
while. Then nigga show you an
I gave
apple
up.
and shit.
No, I gave up soda. I gave up
Shit,
soda.
okay. Shit.
Okay, well, I mean, I know it's a slow process, but we need to hurry up because you might fall out on your way. You know what I mean? Because your body's working so hard to get rid of shit. You got to, you got to get this process pushed away. Pushed up, man. That shit you showed me for breakfast got your damn stomach working that damn hard at 8 o'clock in the morning. You fighting burrito meat and cheese and wraps.
I was gonna say, yeah, I didn't give up the hot chips and all that.
I mean, I'm leaning on y'all, but niggas had to lean on me like this about drinking and shit, acting a motherfucking fool, read my body falling, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't no difference. I was addicted to the motherfucking alcoholism, y'all addicted to the food chemicals. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? It's addiction, It's
the same to some point, but you know what I mean? Like, me eating a burrito ain't gonna make me want to piss in the gas tank. You know what I mean? Like, you're trying to compare
I don't know. I don't know about pissing in gas tanks. You know what I'm saying? But I do know about being mean. You know what I'm saying? Being selfish and all that shit coming along with your diets and shit. I see y'all cussing niggas out to get Chick-fil-A drive-through. Who you talking to?
Get in the Chick-fil-A drive-through.
Cut a nigga off quick if you going up by Chick. You better get on point if you driving by Chick-fil-A because niggas might come across the street on you. You know what I mean?
That's even down to the ice. like I don't know what it was.
Chick-fil-A ice ain't like Sonic ice. So it ain't like I can see you get cussed out.
No, it ain't, girl. You ain't lying, nigga. You ain't lying, girl. I know motherfuckers that go buy just the ice. They go through the drive-thru and be like, "Give me a bag of that ice, please."
$3.95, 5-pound bag.
Exactly.
I was one of those. I was stuck on it hard because it's that soft ice, like hospital ice. Now that you mentioned it, it's like the crunch on it, and it's good. It dissolves quick in your drink, but it makes good slushies. And
Man, I know motherfuckers that just eating the ice. They don't even put nothing in the cup but ice, and they just eat the ice.
Yeah, I was like that in the hospital. I get that good soft hospital ice.
The Chick-fil-A ice was at the point where I was asking them what was the ingredients. They were just like frozen water.
Did you take Sonic? Have you had Sonic's ice yet? It's even better than Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, I had Sonic's ice. It still don't take out no Chick-fil-A.
Boy, I remember, boy, back in the day,
like those French
motherfucker
fries at
Sonic.
Chick-fil-A. The
Buy one, get one.
You know they really did waffle fries in a way. It's just not straight potato.
And you talking to a nigga that used to be in the line. I used to be down Sonic in the summertime, baby, when them motherfucking shakes be on buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one half price, whatever it was, after 5 or whatever that shit was. Nigga, I was there almost every day. So you ain't talking to a motherfucker that don't know. I've had that geek.
We had
I had that
did
geek.
that with the slushy. I had a thing for Coca-Cola slushy or the Red Bull slushy. We was on that hard, Tyreek, you know, so every time I go to a certain doctor, slushy, so.
But and that shit is addictive though. Yeah, you right. You might not, buy everybody in Chick-fil-A lunch like you would at the bar. Drinks on me, after you done reach your little peak and shit. But you know what I mean? I was driving by Chick-fil-A, driving somebody, nigga, and all they had to do is we ain't had no plans of stopping, but they saw that sign.
Yeah.
Once they saw that sign and knew the area they were in, that the Chick-fil-A was coming up, niggas started farting and can we stop at Chick-fil-A right quick? Yeah, we can stop. Fuck it, nigga.
I don't get what you mean when they were farting. I don't get this, JoJo.
Oh, that's a geek. That's
bad
because
shit. They got your ass gassy.
Yeah. Or when you get excited, dope fiends and alcoholics and drug addicts when they get close to the cop spot. When they get close to the cop spot,
Wellness Wednesday. So when they get close to the liquor store, they fart.
Yeah, it's more of the drugs. Like you get close to the cop spot where you cop your heroin or your coke or your shit like that. Your stomach start bubbling.
The anticipation is what gets your anxiety going, gets your stomach turning, and you start.
Your shit go. Your motherfucker.
You know some stuff, JoJo. You know some stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga, I've been on the streets a whole lot. I've been almost
drug GPS in his ass.
I've been out there. I've seen some shit. I've done some shit. Yeah, get it fucked up now.
Jeez. It's not like that for weed. Y'all get gas when y'all get ready to go get your weed.
Nah.
No.
Not as exciting. That some about them other drugs and shit. Niggas, that thing's real. Them motherfuckers, I'm telling you.
Whole chemistry
They used to be. I used to take a person downtown and you know what I mean, back when I was younger. And every time we got there, we had to stop at the McDonald's so he could go take a shit. Every single time he got the bubble guts before he had to go in that McDonald's, run in there, take a shit, and then go cop. Yeah, he'd be shitting on himself copping probably if he didn't.
I get the bubble guts before I get on stage. I get nervous. Is it like that?
I probably a little worse.
Oh gosh. Well, Molly got another video up. Let's see what we got going on here.
It's NBC Connecticut News.
When you think about safety in the restaurant, the food or the kitchen might come to mind. But what about the ice machine? Our hidden camera investigation found some shocking results. And the Connecticut investigation Buchanan has more.
It's the food no one thinks of as, well, food. And if contaminated food can make you sick, can ice do the same?
Oh, God. That's really disgusting.
Take a look. These are just a few pictures of a fast food restaurant in central Connecticut handed to NBC Connecticut by a service industry insider. He didn't want to go on camera for fear of retaliation or reveal the name of the restaurant, but He really wanted everyone to see what was happening in the food service industry. Black slime, mold, and dirt covered the ice machine components. In some cases, the slime is in the ice cube set for dispensing. It's something our insider says he sees all the time.
It's not okay. I don't know who's in charge of inspections with things like that, but I don't think they're doing their job either.
I would not want to drink from no ice machine no more.
This machine was self-serving, but many times restaurant employees fill your beverage by hand.
Ice is considered a food product and can very easily be contaminated in different ways.
We took our hidden camera to a dozen food service locations across Connecticut, fast food joints, mall eateries, and restaurants. Right away, we saw employees at the Wendy's in West Hartford dredging the cups directly through the ice with their bare hands. Infection prevention specialist Nancy DuPont says it's a food safety no-no and a health code violation.
That behavior really is unacceptable.
The operator of this Wendy's restaurant, Cedar of New England, agrees and told NBC Connecticut, quote, "The practice is not endorsed, is not policy or procedure, and is certainly not acceptable." The restaurant failed its last health inspection, but passed re-inspection last September. Inspectors noted a dirty ice machine was part of the problem. Managers are now in the middle of retraining employees.
We borrowed the solution used by health and food safety experts to show you how easily germs can travel. Now, this stuff glows under ultraviolet light. One squirt roughly represents the amount of germs in a sneeze. Rub it into my hands, pick up my cup, dredge it through the ice, and you can see what happens. I've transferred my germs onto the cup and through the ice.
Well, most definitely, it can spread contamination and cause illness.
And that made the next thing we noticed a little more disturbing. Employees who handle ice touch everything around the service counter, including money. At the Sbarro in Farmington, one employee touched the ice with her bare hands. But that's not all. See the ice? Minutes earlier, another employee places it on the floor uncovered. DuPont says it's not good practice.
My concern would also be the storage of the ice. It appeared that it was on the floor near the counter without a cover over the ice, enabling particles to drop into it at any point in time.
Sbarro's district manager told NBC Connecticut by phone, quote, "Both things violate the restaurant's food handling policy." He promised to correct the practice immediately. We found the restaurant passed its last health inspection, although it was noted in the report all shift managers needed to be food safety certified. Finally, here's something we caught on hidden camera that appeared to be safe. Workers using a scoop to retrieve the ice.
Industry standard is to have a separate compartment outside of the ice container where the scoop is kept.
Almost all of the restaurants in our investigation appear to have some unsafe ice handling practices, but it's impossible to know how often ice becomes contaminated or just how many people get sick from tainted ice.
It would be most likely not a severe infection or maybe even undetectable.
Here's what you can do. Experts say if you want to avoid contamination, you should pay attention to how servers handle your ice or skip it altogether.
You may not be able to recognize it. It may not be visible to the naked eye.
In this case, though, chances are it would be.
Would you want to put that in your body?
No, no, thank you. Nobody does.
Monica Buchanan, NBC Connecticut News.
Now we.
Wow. A little something about ice. Thank you, Molly.
Yeah, y'all keep crunching and munching. Fuck yes, it's somebody who's been in all types of service in terms of food industry, whether it's fast food, being a server, being a cook, all of that shit. Keep crunching and munching because these people do not be giving a fuck or having the time. Well, the time is not given usually for them to do their full job. So everybody, all these places cutting corners and all that shit, best believe they're cutting it around the machinery that they got to clean effectively to make it.
I just want to add that dirty ice don't float. So if you got a cup of ice and it's not floating, don't mess with that ice, because that's what they said. Dirty ice don't float. But I see why people say no ice. Now,
nigga, who can look at that ice and see if it's floating in a cup when there's soda in it and it's all pushed down to the bottom? Right. You can't even tell if it's dirty.
Yeah, or not. But when you open up, the ice flows up to the top. I mean, y'all.
How's the bottom piece of ice gonna get to the top if it got 1,000 pieces of ice on top of it?
Some people got just a cup of ice. So what you do with
makes no sense.
I'm just advise everybody, whatever water you drink, buy some ice little trays and make your ice at
Yeah,
home. Don't use the
yeah.
sink water. Use a bottle, whatever you drink, and dump them in your trays and make your own. And I advise that because I worked at the baseball stadium. My job was to clean the ice machine. And the first time I had to clean the ice machine, I was like, what in the fuck? I didn't know this was a job. Like, that shit was so dirty that I couldn't even get it clean. They had to order a new one. But that's because somebody wasn't cleaning it the whole time. So
Yeah.
our land manager made sure that we cleaned everything. But the managers before that, for years, they never cleaned the ice machine. The ice looked it clean when it was coming out. So it's just like you don't know, you can't. That's why she had to cut on a certain light for you to see the chemicals in the ice. I just advise people be careful. 'Cause I know people that love ice. They be like, just like y'all said, I go to Chick-fil-A just for the ice. It tastes so good. I asked what was the ingredients. Yeah, 'cause there's shit in it. They should have told you there's all types of shit in it. It ain't just water. So just be careful. You might drink some and wonder why your stomach hurting and you thinking, oh, it's probably something I ate. Nah, it's that ice.
And you know what else? Bag ice, when you get them out of 7-Eleven. I used to work at 7-Eleven, and we used to have to fill the bag up and put the little towel on it. We was scooping the ice, filling the bags up manually. We used to have to do that every shift. Somebody had to call, we called it, you got a bag ice, you got a bag ice. And we put it in the freezer to sell it to the people. The ice didn't come in on the truck when I was coming up. We used to have to scoop that junk and tie it up. And I just remember us setting the bags on the floor. After we scoop it up, set it on the floor on the pallet so it can be taken to the freezer. Oh, wow. And never thinking about germs back then. Because we had that metal scoop just like that, scooping it in the ice. And we would have
probably standing over top of it, underarm hair falling in the joint, hair from your head, all that shit.
No, selling it by the bag, just
Oh, ain't no question. Still doing it. Man, that food industry an ugly, nasty business. If Trey know what he's talking about, he said he been all through it. Me too.
we all have, I think. David, you ever worked in the food industry?
I have recently, so I'll say that.
Yeah, that's recently too. You already know it's still
not like back then and all that shit. Like right now.
Remember I told the stories about KFC and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We was a good KFC.
I think I told you the story when you said that Wendy's chili story. I think I told y'all when you told that story. I think, David. And that Wendy's, all the dried hamburgers that dropped, ones that didn't sell, ones that got returned, anything like that, got thrown in a bucket to make the chili with.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
And that was an unwritten rule. That was an unwritten rule at Wendy's. I saw that when I used to go mess with my buddy that was managing Wendy's and shit. I'd be like, "What's this, yo?" "Oh, that's the chili meat." Yeah, I said, "You just told me to throw this in there, yo."
Oh, wow.
Oh, hell yeah, big.
Oh, but I think Wendy's chili now is beans in it. They don't even use meat now. I don't think.
I don't know, but I saw that shit back in like 80s, early 80s, mid 80s.
Hey, food industry. Wow. While we talking about food getting sick, I got something that won't make y'all sick. We want to time to close out the show. It's getting close to that time. Everybody can go around. Molly, if we got the flyers up, we can do the announcements and the flyers of the upcoming shows and events that we got going on. But I also want to say rest in peace to Carlton Herndon. Tracy sent me the funerals arrangements last night. He'll be put away. July the 26th is his resting day, his celebration day. They're going to do a 2-part. If we got the fly, there it is. Can y'all see? Let me make it big. I can't. Y'all know I can't see. Okay. Visit. I don't know what the visitation right. It says
For visitation, it says Friday, July 25th, obviously of this year, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. is the time for visitation. Marshall Marish Funeral Home is the people that are having the funeral themselves. For those that do want to attend, it's at 4308 Suitland Road in Suitland, Maryland, 20446. And there's visitation on Saturday as well at 10 a.m. The funeral service will be 11. So you can come and view if you just want to view on Friday. But if you want to view and then attend the funeral, you can come on Saturday at 10. The funeral service is at 11.
That'll be at a different address. The funeral
This is
was
Florida Avenue Baptist Church. I mean, anybody who's looking at the screen, they can see it. So, but this is Florida Avenue Baptist Church. It's a separate location.
Unless they got eyes like me and
Florida
Reese.
Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C.
So they probably them.
What you say?
I said they ain't gonna be able, they'll be able to see it unless they got eyes like me and you.
Well,
I know that's why I read
if they
it.
going,
so
they'll
people
make
be
it.
listening. Like me, like
they actually going, they'll make it.
Like some people are not watching the screen; they're actually listening to us, and that's why I was trying to read it out to them so I can.
Yeah, well, if you going, I'll go with you out of support.
Who was that?
I was saying, yeah, if you going, Reese, I'll go with you out of support.
Okay,
no,
but I was talking about the address. I wanted to.
Yeah, I was talking about you going.
David asking who he is. Dave asking who he is.
He's a comedian, a friend. He's the one that I wanted to come on the show to talk about with the police, how to handle. Remember, I said my friend was a police officer.
Carlton Herndon.
Carlton Herndon. NLG Radio Finest, NLG Radio DC. He did the Prospective Show, him and Tracy. He's a comedian. He Carlton was an all-around good guy, and his life was cut short. Leaving the gym, working on his fitness, lost weight. He was one that was diabetic. Me and him had multiple health conversations, and he was doing the thing. He was looking good and everything. His son just went off to college.
He said he's going. There's somebody else that can go with you too.
And
when is
it? Everything. So he was a good guy. Got cut short by a drunk driver, and the driver was a suspended police officer. So, and he was an officer that got taken out by an officer. Carlton was, that's wild. But stranger thing.
When is the funeral?
The funeral is the 26th.
The day.
I'll be working that day. The 26th. July 26th. That's poolside. But let's see what else we got going on. Whatever. David Green.
Yeah. November 7th, I think it is. I'll be at Mezzo's. That's in Cumberland, Maryland, on Center Street.
What's on the Dave?
And of course, at the event center, 249 Virginia Avenue. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a little a birthday / comedy show.
Yeah,
The lineup,
the flyer that's up is the one for Cumberland.
It's gonna be a new flyer. There's gonna be some changes on the flyer, but you know what I mean. And I'm going to fix the headlining situation. I just talked to the guy yesterday. Like I said, I just looked at the flyer. I didn't read the names and everything like that.
I'll read them for you real quick. So this is the event that you're talking about in Cumberland, Maryland. So it's 249 Virginia Avenue, Cumberland, Maryland. Zip code is 21502. This event is Friday, September 12th at 8 p.m. Tickets are $30 at the door. I believe you said they're $25 initially, but they're $30 at the door.
No. It's 30.
Oh, 30 in general.
Flat, flat rat. Yeah, flat rat.
Okay, no problem. So it's $30 flat at the door or in person, regardless. So the headliner is going to be Althea McFarland. We have a few people in attendance. Comedian JoJo Baby, hosted by David Funnyman Green. You'll have 2 birthday celebrations in the mix. It's going to be Miss Kathy and Miss Nancy Frazier's birthday. You also have Tariq, the Playboy Higgins, hip hop comic. I guess his name is the hip hop comic, and then we have Farrah that's going to be there. So one of the people that is normally in attendance for our show or watching from somewhere, and then we have Nemo the Late Bloomer. It's a Virgo's Party is the name of the event. DG Productions and No Work All Play Entertainment. So that's what's up. Nice flyer though. Nice flyer.
But that's gonna be one of the changes. Fair is not gonna be there. It's gonna be somebody else. You know what I'm saying. Molly will have the new flyer.
Okay, well, yeah.
Tomorrow.
As soon as the changes are made, we'll just have that up to read and start pushing that new flyer. That's all good. But you see, for the most part, who's going to be in attendance. But yeah, just to reiterate again, it'll be Althea McFarland as the headliner of this show.
Right.
So some changes gonna be made. We'll have a flyer for y'all soon.
Right. Okay, did it change?
No, it's still on the next one. If you're ready for the next one, you got to just verbalize it to him. He'll change it over to the next one for you.
Okay, let's see what we got coming up next.
Okay, not a problem. All right, this one is. Sometimes it goes out real quick. Oh, there it is. Okay. Bout Got Jokes Productions is cutting up in the creek. This is going to be hosted by LA Josh Preston. This is another event that Miss Althea McFarland will be in attendance for. It's going to be starring Chow Bout, aka Bout Got Jokes. The headliner of this event is going to be Jordan Bishop. This event is on October 3rd, as some of you guys can see. Doors open at 7 p.m. The show starts at 8 p.m. So, get there, get your drinks, get whatever, menu items they have, sit down, talk to people, and then, get ready for that event. This is going to be on 3353 South Military Highway, Chesapeake, Virginia.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't shit going on in Chesapeake. That show should be jam-packed.
Yeah, my family's already said they're coming out. They say we be there, Reed.
All right, well, let's hold them to it. Summer Save the Date poolside event. I've been hearing from people already that this event jumps. So this is something that I definitely want to see if I can attend in the midst of the things that I got going on. This comedy show is hosted by the Gwen Factor. Is going to be on 2 separate days. So you got 2 chances to be in attendance. July 26th and August 23rd. Dinner is going to be at 5 p.m. Showtime is going to be at 6 p.m. You need to RSVP ahead of time. I believe it's $80, Reese.
That's for VIP. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So VIP. Okay. So go ahead. You finished explaining the.
No, I was just saying regular general admission is $65, but VIP is $80.
And VIP includes what?
A table. I mean, the whole show includes your meal, your food, and your drinks. And the VIP is that they just have a table area where everybody else general admission is just seating.
Okay, so that pretty much to have the full whole 9 yards, go ahead and pay your $80 so you can have a seat that you can attend that can't nobody steal from you. So
exactly.
If you want to congregate at your own table, go ahead and pay that $80 in RSVP, for your attendance. The number at the bottom is 301-957-0401. That's the early bird special is included in that. So go ahead and book your poolside.
And the early bird special, if you get it, cover both shows. She got a dynamite price for both shows. So y'all definitely, I don't know how long the early bird special going to be on, but if you coming in July and August, she's only doing 2 shows this year. That's July and August. So it's called Part 1, Part 2, Birthday Bash. She's celebrating the Leos. And
so the $80 is for both shows, or is it just $80 per show?
That's one show. That's VIP for one show. But I think if you do like both shows, she have to tell you what it is, but it's cheaper. It's a lot cheaper than that.
To clarify, the RSVP. What's up, See no evil. I see you in the comments. I love the image too. You always throwing out jokes and stuff. I love the image too for your page. But the RSVP information, let's not forget, is at the bottom of the screen. So anybody have any questions, if they need any clarity, you can get that clarification in the by calling her number. I'm pretty sure that's one of her lines specifically, but you can fill in the blanks for yourself if you want to be in attendance. So the number's at the bottom.
Yep, you can call it or text. Yep. All right, what we got up next?
Dr.
Wait,
Lady
Trey,
J.
you got to stay from the beginning. We couldn't hear nothing because the mic, everybody mic.
When you play that way.
Okay. Well, not a problem. Before you play it again, though, it's going to be a few people in attendance. So this Authors Expo is giving different authors a chance to put themselves on the map, talk about their story, going to get interviewed. This is going to be filmed, I think, on a couple different platforms. I think it's going to be recorded on as well. But this highlights the authors that that are trying to put themselves on the map, or she's seen something in that, she figured is worth putting on a platform. So the Authors Expo is going to have a few people in attendance. The tickets are going to be $15, pretty much $15 for your plate, really. Dinner, amenities, stuff that's going to be included. If you want to reach out to Dr. Lady J in terms of like your payment or figuring things out, you can hit her up. But you can pay through Zelle and Cash App. This is going to be on August 24th, 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Yep.
Baby.
Also me too. So I have if you're trying to get a seat, contact me. I get your tickets available. Yes. So
I mean, you got I think you got like 7 left because we already got ours out the way. So we got probably about like 7 left to go through you. So let's try to sell, that 7 and get that out the way. But if you play the real Molly and it mutes me, that's cool. But I want them to see the other names too, if you don't mind, before we roll out.
Yeah, for some reason, when I share it like this, the regular way, it's invisible unless y'all can see it. I'm gonna hit play.
Okay.
Y'all see it?
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it is invisible.
Yeah.
And you can't play it and mute it. So if you play it and mute it, it becomes invisible. Okay.
Nah, it ain't visible at all. But when I download it, it's showing. So if I download and I hit it, but it's gonna mute our mic.
I mean, can you? Carlita Brown, Marco Lomax, Sanaya Devon. I know Miss Althea McFarland will be in attendance. Production by Dr. Lady J. Nice picture of her too.
Shades of Blue will be in the house. And you guys can get a chance to get some Molly Moore Seymour's because I'm gonna make sure I have some on deck. So for those of y'all who wanna, we're gonna be in it to win it. We're gonna be in there like swimwear. So you get representation. That sounds so old. I dated myself. I'm saying in there like swimwear. That was
all right. We got any more announcements?
Yeah, no, you in there, shorty. Swimwear stays updated, so it don't matter when you say that. Every year there's a new swimwear, baby. It's in there. You heard? Yeah. You see that? I want to see that no-piece swimsuit you got. You know what I mean? Now you gotta have a nappy.
Thank you, JoJo, stopping in to get on us about our health. We need that. And I do encourage that push. I got my watermelon set up in the fridge, ready to keep. I like cold fruit. I got the grapefruit on deck. I got the bananas on deck. Thank y'all. Thank you, Louisa, cleaning, stopping in, JoJo Baby, David Green. Big Trey, that's my baby Trey Dollar Sign, and super producer Molly Moore. Tomorrow, Tall Tale Thursday.
I can't hear the music. I got refreshed every time.
Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise.
That's not you like that.
I like to see that smile.
Like you off of being right.
Oh, it's the morning man. Where the time don't fly. Get your inspiration.
Hey, y'all pray for Funny Man. Hey, y'all dig.
Pray for Funny Man.
His head and shit.
And he get a call her, make sure she ain't hit him upside the head.
Molly, don't say that. Oh my God.
Hey, Molly, that boy, he looked fresh as a mug to be up in the hospital. Hair looking all sharp.
There you go.
Trim, shaped up.
Yeah, look at you trying to get a nurse.
He trying to get a
nurse. That's my baby, Funny Man Green. Slicky Boo Boo. That's out the South South Slicky. What's the other people that come in? What's my boy name? That's right.
Oh, Kyle, okay.
Yeah, Casey.
You know evil too. Shit, I shot your ass out. I do.
See no evil, hey.
Because he was popping the comments too. I ain't know you was even watching.
Hey, get a hold of me, see no evil.
Look, I see you, see no evil. So he just needs to flip with around. But I forget anybody out. Please don't charge it to my heart. Charge it to this bad breath.
Feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of
I wish I
bed,
could
bring
do
your
some
dreams
commands
alive.
with one hand
Got the
instead of
groove, keeping you in
having to do
stride.
it
No
one
snooze,
hand.
choose to wake up.
Hey, you did it.
This is your hour, let
You
your
did,
story
No, it's some of
unfold.
them that are one-handed.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.
Tomorrow, peace.